Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan, and once more I'm here to explain the updated demo of the high order drug-to-drug interaction system that we created initially and had to update it based off of the clinician reviews hierarchies. So I'm going to do a quick demo on how the system works. So this is what we have right here. Let me log out. So this is what we have right here. This system right now uses the authentication system to log in an admin, a researcher, and a clinician. So each person has a role on this system to play based off of their login privileges. So um, let me start with the admin. So let's say on the admin panel, if I click on admin panel, you see that it requires me to log in. So I have an admin here. I'll just log in using this admin. So you see right now I'm logged in as an admin, and as the admin, if I come right here, I can see the dashboard metrics right here. I can see the awaiting reviews, the accepted reviews, rejected, as well as the total decisions. On the data management as an admin, I can load data into the system. I can't create a high order drug interaction because I'm not a clinician. As an admin, I can create users right here with the create user button. I can delete users, right? So I can create users and delete users. So depending on who we need on the system and who we don't need on the system. So I think that is it for now with the admin. I'm going to log out. So here, if I go back to the review queue, you see that it tells me I have to login required. So clinicians as well as researchers can log in and it will redirect them to their corresponding pages. So I'm going to log in first as a researcher. So let's say I have some users already created right here using the admin system. So let me log in here as Dr. Emily. So let's say, Dr. You can see right here, Dr. Emily Martinez is logged in as a researcher, and this is how the research panel looks like. Right here, you can see the review overview. So as a researcher, you can see these are all the awaiting reviews. These are the accepted reviews. These are the rejected reviews. These are total reviews. You can click on the review history here to see what was reviewed and what was not, and all the information in respect to what we have. So when I click on this, we have, if I click on this, you can see that we have the first review system here. You can see we have this combination, which was reviewed by Dr. Sarah Johnson, which is a resident, and the category is sometimes acceptable, with the clinical notes, as well as we have another decision here which was made by Dr. Michael Chen as a final decision with a fellow, and you can see the clinical notes as well as the chosen alternatives. So this system gives the researcher an overview of the audit trail of who and who made a decision and what was the decision and what all that, just to give our system this knowledge base of information of all the decisions that were made by the different clinicians. So here, a researcher can as well create this interaction, this drug-to-drug in high order drug-to-drug interactions. The new findings here, is the same thing as what we had the last time. Just use the next button to create this information. So I'm not going to be doing that right now because we already have that on our system and we know how that works. So I'm going to be logging out right now as I'm logging as a researcher. So I have about 3 of them right here, which I created. I'm going to um, use Dr. Michael Chen right here. I'll log in. So you see on the review queue here when you log in as a clinician, these are the information you see. This is how the dashboard looks like. You see all the review queues right here. You can see the escalations if anyone was made. You can see the review history. So here, same thing. You can click here as a clinician and see all the reviews that were made. You can override a decision. You can escalate a decision. This was a final decision. That's why it was marked as a final decision. That's why it cannot be overridden, but it can be escalated as well. So even though it's a final decision, it can still be escalated. And you see that right here on the escalation tool. So for here, a clinician can come right here and let's make a demo of a new review. So I'll come here, I see this combination that was imputed, go through it and, make my reviews. You can see right here, review chain history. This is the first review for this combination. If you go at the top here, you see that reviewing as Dr. Michael Chen. So it gives you that information to know that, okay, I'm reviewing as myself. And when you log in as a different clinician, just like what I'll do next, you see on the hierarchy who made the review and all the information regarding that review. So here, you see, this is the first review for this combination. So you can either make a new review right here, based off of this combination. Let me just do a demo. Let's say never accepted, and then give a rejection. This thing. Let me find a dummy data that we used to back this up. So right here, I put this data here, this clinical notes based off of this review. So I can either come here, put the confidence level, which is optional. So here, because because I rejected and, I'll put it low. I'll put it high because, I'm very sure about the confidence level of my rejection. So these are flags. So you can either flag this needs a specialty consultation, or it's a complex case. You can flag this review as such, depending on the situation. So you can either mark this as the final decision or you just submit. So when you submit right here, you can see this is what we have here. Rejected. You can see on the review. If I go back here, you see we have one review in progress. So if I go to the review history, you can see we have the review history here. We have one review last updated at this time. So you see the dates right here. It's rejected. I know that you can escalate this review, as well as you can still come here and look at what you've done. And but before I do this, let me log in, because this is a review that was done by, let's say I'm logged in now as Dr. Michael Chen. So I'm going to log out and log in again as a different clinician, just so you see attending clinician, but Dr. Patrick. So I'm logged in now as Dr. Patrick. So if I come right here, you see review as Dr. Patrick Williams. Right here on the review chain history, you can see we have this review that was rejected by Dr. Michael Chen with the information right here, the clinical notes and all that information. So I, as Dr. Patricia Williams, can decide to make another review based off of this review, or based off of this combination. After maybe I feel something different is supposed to be done on this, I can come here and say maybe sometime acceptable, needs further review, and then I can, let me grab a dummy data and put right here. So can just put this here as a clinical note as well, and my confidence level. I might make it medium. Needs special consultation as the optional flag, and then I can submit that. So you can see right here, we have this decision, right, which still can be overridden by the next reviewer. So this is how this system works right here. You can see all the information. So if I go back right here as a clinician, I can see all the review queues right here. You can see that we have 2 reviews in progress. So these are 2 reviews in progress which have not been accepted. We can escalate any of them based off of any information we want to do. So if I go to review history and I click on this, I can make an escalation based off of this review that was made right here. So you can see we have 2 final decisions. So these are the 2 final decisions we have. But if you go to the review queue, you see that we have 3 reviews queued right here. But this one is under review, which means I, as a clinician or another clinician, can still come right here and make another review based off of this review. So this is what we have in the system right now, as based off of the updates we've made on the review hierarchy. So all the review information you see right here, history and all that, is being stored into the knowledge base database. So we have a curated information of all the decisions that were made in regards to a particular combination um, that was updated by the researchers. So this is what we have right now for this system. Thank you for watching.